If you're a sports parent, then you probably don't need me to tell you that gate fees are out of control. So I'm Dan Blue, and I'm a former pro pitcher. I also used to own my own baseball and softball academy, and we would organize tournaments for our teams. We would travel to 6 to 7 a season per team, and, we'd pay our $1,500 or $1,200 tournament fee. Parents would have to shell out, money for hotels, and then we'd have to travel, and you have to feed your family on the road. All those expenses are what's making youth sports really expensive. And on top of that, the overwhelming majority now of these tournaments will also charge you a gate fee, which means you have to, as a parent who's already paid all these fees to watch your kid play, you now have to pay another $20, $30, $40 a weekend just to walk through and watch your kids' games, as if they're the New York Yankees, as if they're the Dallas Cowboys. It's one of the worst things in sports, one of the most corrupt junk fees that we have. I don't know how tournament organizers justify this, except for that they get a way to get more money out of your pockets. I think that the way they justify this is saying that they're putting on an event, a product, not unlike a concert where, we bring in the acts and people come and pay to watch them. I think that's a terrible, silly analogy because the only people who are coming to watch these youth sporting events are parents. Sometimes it's scouts, but usually the tournaments themselves are paying scouts to be there because they want scouts, because that's the draw to bring in the teams. So there's really no good justification for these gate fees. It's just one of these things where I know tournament organizers can't look themselves in the eye and say, I'm doing the right thing for youth sports. They're just doing the right thing to line their own pockets. I think if we want to change this as an industry, we have to push back to our organizations. So if you play for a travel organization, whether it's soccer, football, volleyball, or even dance. My niece had a recital, 4 years old, $25 to watch her dance recital. Crazy. It's everywhere, these gate fees. But if you want to see change in this, you have to tell your organization, as a sports parent, we don't want to go to tournaments with gate fees. And ask your organization to send an email, get on the phone to these tournament organizers and say, our parents don't want to come here because of these gate fees. There needs to be pushback. There needs to be public discussion about this, which is why I'm making this video. So if you want to see change in the industry, start voting with your dollars and start making your voice heard. If you can rally other parents to organize and start voicing more dissent about these junk fees, then something eventually is going to change. Thanks for watching. Be sure to share this video with a friend, and I'll see you here in the next video.